창세기 14장은 시담 골짜기의 전쟁에서 아브람의 조카 롯이 포로로 잡혀가자 아브람이 추격하여 롯과 다른 포로들을 구출하고 개선하는 장면입니다. 1절에서 16절까지는 아브람이 롯을 구출하는 장면, 16절에서 24절까지는 멜기세덱이 아브람에게 축복하는 장면입니다. 영어 성경으로 1절부터 24절까지 쭉 들으시고 많은 은혜 받으세요.
Genesis 14:1. At this time Amraphel king of Shinar, Ariat king of Elasa, Kedorlaomer king of Elam and Tidal king of Goyim. Genesis 14:2. Went to war against Bera king of Sodom, Beershah king of Gomorrah, Shinab king of Admah, Shemeber king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is, Zor. Genesis 14:3. All these latter kings joined forces in the valley of Siddim, the Salt Sea. Genesis 14:4. For 12 years they had been subject to Kedorlaomer, but in the 13th year they rebelled. Genesis 14:5. In the 14th year, Kedorlaomer and the kings allied with him went out and defeated the Rephaites in Ashtaroth Karnaim, the Zuzites in Ham, the Emites in Shaveh Kiriathaim. Genesis 14:6. And the Horites in the hill country of Seir, as far as El Paran near the desert. Genesis 14:7. Then they turned back and went to En-Mishpat, that is, Kadesh, and they conquered the whole territory of the Amalekites, as well as the Amorites who were living in Hazazon Tamar. Genesis 14:8. Then the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zeboim and the king of Bela, that is, Zor, marched out and drew up their battle lines in the valley of Siddim. Genesis 14:9. Against Kedorlaomer king of Elam, Tidal king of Goyim, Amraphel king of Shinar and Ariat king of Elasa 4 kings against 5. Genesis 14:10. Now the valley of Siddim was full of tar pits, and when the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some of the men fell into them and the rest fled to the hills. Genesis 14:11. The 4 kings seized all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their food, then they went away. Genesis 14:12. They also carried off Abram's nephew Lot and his possessions, since he was living in Sodom. Genesis 14:13. One who had escaped came and reported this to Abram the Hebrew. Now Abram was living near the great trees of Mamre the Amorite, a brother of Eshcol and Aner, all of whom were allied with Abram. Genesis 14:14. When Abram heard that his relative had been taken captive, he called out the 318 trained men born in his household and went in pursuit as far as Dan. Genesis 14:15. During the night Abram divided his men to attack them and he routed them, pursuing them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. Genesis 14:16. He recovered all the goods and brought back his relative Lot and his possessions, together with the women and the other people. Genesis 14:17. After Abram returned from defeating Kedorlaomer and the kings allied with him, the king of Sodom came out to meet him in the valley of Shaveh, that is, the king's valley. Genesis 14:18. Then Melchizedek king of Salem brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High. Genesis 14:19. And he blessed Abram, saying, Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. Genesis 14:20. And blessed be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand. Then Abram gave him 1/10 of everything. Genesis 14:21. The king of Sodom said to Abram, Give me the people and keep the goods for yourself. Genesis 14:22. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have raised my hand to the Lord, God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and have taken an oath. Genesis 14:23. That I will accept nothing belonging to you, not even a thread or the thong of a sandal, so that you will never be able to say, I made Abram rich. Genesis 14:24. I will accept nothing but what my men have eaten and the share that belongs to the men who went with me to Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Let them have their share.